everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm out here today with the 4S Kraton. I came out here today to test a brand new battery, a high LIHV battery by Turnigy, but apparently the 4S Kraton does not like the extra voltage of this battery. See, look, there is nothing. Now when I put in the Z, it likes it. So you know what, I'm not going to let this opportunity go to waste. I've had an issue, let me turn this off. I've had an issue with this RC with the bearings getting sand in them. So you see here, hopefully you can see that. I've cut the opening of the center diff case up so it can throw the sand out and it won't get anything in there. I've also installed these really good bearings by Boca. They're ceramic. They have like a double shield or extra shield on it, whatever. I forget how they call it. But they're supposed to be the heavy duty shields on these bearings. And so far I've run it once, not in this area, and everything was fine. So time to run it out here, I guess, in the drift area. And you know what? We'll finally finish this long review of trying to figure out how to keep the sand out. Now I know some people don't have issues with this at all, and it's understandable depending on your terrain. Here where I'm at in Florida, we have a very fine sand, and it's managed to get its way into the center diff all the time. Now like I said, the last time I ran it, it was a little different area, but it was plenty of dirt and it did good. But hey, why not? Let's just go ahead out here, run it, have some fun, run it through the sand, and see if, in fact, those bearings work for the center diff. Because if you live in this area like me, you're probably tired of those bearings getting chewed up. So let's, how you say, make lemonade out of lemons and go have it. And I guess I'll just use this in the, I have the FMS FMT10 in the car that I was going to run on the Z battery, but I guess it worked out. So I guess I'll be testing this on the FMS. So there you have it. Woo! So this is definitely the sandiest spot that I have in my local area, at least that I know of, that I can come and run and test this thing out. Man, it's been forever since I ran this thing. You know, kind of the problem with a lot of the cars that I got, that all these new things come out and you start getting caught up in those, and the other stuff you have, it gets hard to kind of rotate around to. So I really didn't have anything planned for today. So I don't know what to talk. Usually I kind of think of a subject when I come out here and do this, but this was supposed to be testing a battery. And obviously the Kraton does, the electronics there do not like the extra voltage that battery puts out. So man, I guess seeing how I'm driving an Arrma, I think it's fair we can talk about Arrma, what's been going on or what's not been going on lately. I will mention, I just want to mention, like the FMT10 by FMS. People were trying to compare this, and they said for the price, they would. This is $100 more, and it doesn't even have threaded shocks. This is a $570 RC, and the shocks have stupid, cheap-ass plastic clips. God, that just gripes the piss out of me with that stupidity. How damn cheap you gotta be. But other than that, the RC does phenomenal. It's got a lot of power, but to be honest with you, you know, when I first got this thing, I was really just so blown away with the amount of power out of a 4S. But so much stuff has come out since then, with like the Valkyrie, the Synchro 4, even the FMS, the FMT10. That this just doesn't seem that impressive anymore, to be honest. Is it a bad RC? Absolutely not. Whoa. It's got a ton of power, but like I said, it's not like leaps and bounds above where everything else used to be, and it's damn expensive. I keep having somebody keep fussing about getting the 4S Mojave. I'm not gonna do it, man. I don't have any desire to have that RC. It's too damn expensive for what it is. I love my 6S. 6S Mojave, yeah. Oh man, that is an awesome, very awesome vehicle. I do enjoy that one a lot, and I need to get that one back out. I just don't really feel like this one's worth the money that they're asking for it. Look at that, man. We harpooned a stick. So, I mean, you want to compare this to the FMT10. Plastic axles, plastic chassis. You do have metal shocks, but they are clipped. You know, to adjust the preload, you got those plastic clips, which to me is an idiotic just idea all in all, but it should not be on a $570 RC. Jeez, not even a $400 one. I mean, hell, we got $100 RCs that got threaded shocks. But, so let's talk Arrma's newest release. What do you guys think? Did we really want a ready-to-run Limitless? I mean, I get it. Especially somebody, you know, I remember getting back in the hobby a couple years ago, and I mean, it is a bit overwhelming to think about, like, okay, so you got this chassis. What size motor? I mean, so now you got to learn about like can sizes. What do these numbers mean? What is a 4274? What does that mean? What is 2000 kV? What is 4000 kV? Oh man, what do I need to run in here? If 4000 kV is more revolutions and it's faster, why would I run a 2000 kV? You know, it's a lot to learn, a lot to take in, and I understand where a ready-to-run speed car would be appealing to people. I do understand it, but I'm not sure if it's exactly what we wanted. It's nothing new. It's something that they had that they dressed up and threw some parts in. And I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm kind of tired of these small releases. Traxxas and Arrma both have just been so focused, I think, because they were getting their asses handed to them by the likes of MJX and Larlo, FMS maybe. Well, I guess FMS was more into the crawlers, but they did have some pretty cool smaller scale bashers. I just recently did a review on like the FMT 18. It was like a little 1/18 scale brushless. Pretty good little truck. I'll give it that. So now I think they started putting their focus on these small RCs, and now they kind of got their asses handed to them, because like MJX come out the 10208, you know, pretty decent, about 10 scale truck, and then FMS just came out the FMT10 and the Bronco all like the same time, larger 7th scale. And where have Traxxas and Arrma been? Kind of like snoozing. Although I will say, I can't say Traxxas has been snoozing. We did just get the sandrail. Oh, look at that. I think we're in LEC. Whether you like the sandrail or not, the price, whatever, irregardless, you got to give it to them for designing a new car. It is not an XRT. It's not. Some people say that it is not an XRT. It does share a similar setup with the X-Max and XRT as far as like engine transmission setup and placement, but it's not an XRT. So really, you know, I like seeing that. It is something new. It just wasn't something that we threw a body on, which is really what I think the Mojave, the Forest Mojave, is kind of like just, they threw a body on, call it Mojave. I'm pretty sure there's some other differences. I don't know, so don't chew me out. I'm not an expert at it. I'll let you know. I don't really know the differences, but I really want to see something new. They've been utilizing this plastic chassis. Trax has been utilizing kind of like the same plastic chassis forever. The Rustler, the rally car, the Slat, all that stuff's using that basic same set for, and they just throwing different bodies on it. I really just want something new and creative. Then Arrma had, or not Arrma, Horizon Hobby had a rewards program. It was elite membership. You paid, it was like $140 with a military discount. It brought down to like $99. If I know for people that flew, the biggest perk, I think one of the biggest perks for them was the E-Flight Simulator. You got it for free, and they gave you all these upgrades for free. That's been stripped away. Then, like for me, if I needed something, say if I broke something, like recently I took the big rock out and we lost the wheel. It ended up that the hex is stripped out, so I ordered a hex and a new wheel nut, couple of bucks. It got shipped to me for free because of my membership. I can't do that anymore. Now I'm back to, I'm probably just going to go start with Tower again, because $75 I get free shipping. I think with Horizon I need 100, but one of the biggest perks to me was one time a year you got a 30% coupon to use on anything. So let's just say you want an X-Max or the 8S Kraton, something like that. It's $1,000 RC, right? $300 off. That pays for the membership and then some, right? So they did away with that. Now you get 30% off a Spectrum charger and battery. Woo! That's just maybe selling it for cost. Probably not even that. I'm pretty sure they have more than a 30% markup on it. So I don't know what's going on with Arrma. They screwed everybody on that rewards program. The Big Rock, the 223S, they still have not offered any way of putting a programmer onto that ESC to change settings. They haven't offered any type of update to it to change settings. If we could lower the LVC to 3 volts, it would probably actually work and be decent, but they blocked it. Yeah, so I don't know. I still like the company. I mean, I got plenty of their cars, but for me here lately, they just haven't released anything that really just, has my interest. I mean, yeah, I did jump on the Gorgon, and then, that kind of was just stupid because 2 weeks later, they announced a Quake. So I'm not buying both. I know some people say, yeah, no, I won't. I've already made my Gorgon 3S brushless, so why would I buy a Quake? I already have it. I didn't go buy the new Mojave and the new Typhon when they made them brushless because I already did it. I already have the cars. So it just, if you're going to do that, let us know. Give us a choice. I mean, some people probably still go with the Gorgon. It's an awesome looking vehicle. Maybe they'll deal with brushed and do brushless, or I would have bought the Quake because it was already done, but I'm not buying both, so I don't know why they did that to us. But there you go, guys. I'm sorry, I said I didn't really have a topic to come out here. Normally when I come out here and film, I think about what do I want to talk about, what's a good location, what kind of car am I going to run, what am I going to do. This was supposed to be a battery test, but this doesn't want to work on that battery. So I guess that's good. That'll be part of my review, saying that the Kraton Arrma is not going to work with that battery. So that's good. That's why in the past, I usually just throw a battery in one car and let it rip. But now I've kind of started thinking about it, like, because I really just want to get the videos out to the people that send me stuff. So, but I really do need to dive in a little bit more and try them across a few things. And so far, yeah, the Arrma doesn't want to accept it, so that's weird, but the hobby wing does. Well, everyone, hopefully, I'm not trying to complain, gripe, just trying to share the hobby, just questions, what do you want to see from the hobby? What, like, new RCs, anything that you want to see, like Arrma Traxxas to make, or, you glad to see FMS stepping up with bigger scale stuff? Do you want to see other companies do it as well? Not trying to gripe or complain, trying to keep it entertaining. Like I said, kind of a little off topic today because I wasn't prepared for anything, but kind of just the thoughts about what's been. Oh, I bet you it was just in thermal. Yeah, she was in thermal. Wow. I wonder if the fans are working. Jeez. That shouldn't have. Let's check. Anyhow, well, I wish I would have done all that talking while this thing was running, but I didn't. Let's check this. Yeah, everything's... Man, that motor is hot. Damn. Don't know why. Why is it... I need to take this little guard off this fan. I mean, it's 90 degrees outside, but... Woo! Damn, she's a hot one. Alright, I'm gonna try not to melt that motor down, so we'll just wrap it up there. Guys, let me know in the comments down below. What do you think, like I said, about Arrma? If you were part of that rewards program, or did you even know about it? Because now they have something new. Full throttle, half throttle, whatever it is. Oh my god! Ah, fucking A. Whew. Well, anyhow, it is a bit hot, but there's a good breeze. It's absolutely beautiful out here. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, everyone. Oh, you know what? Oh, man, I got off track. That's right. We got to go back to the house, open this thing up, and see if the Diff survived this run. So we'll see you back at the house. So, here is the center Diff. This is the Boca Bearing. You can see it's yellow there. Ceramic. And tell you what, smooth as silk. I finally got my bearing issue resolved with this RC, with these bearings right here. So check it out. Boca Bearings. Here are the actual bearings. I bought a kit of what? I think 12. Not very expensive at all, but here is the part number. RCTP6702C-2YS. Romeo, Charlie, Tango, Papa, 6702 Charlie, 2 Yankee Sierra. That is the kit. Now, this isn't the first ones that I bought from Boca. These are the first ones I bought. These were just some regular bearings, and these didn't work. So I spent a little bit extra. Got these ceramic. The yellow seal, it's like a double seal or like the extra heavy duty seal, whatever it is. I'm not sure what the magic is, but oh man, we finally got that to work. You guys ever watch my videos, if you notice up in the corner that Boca box has been there for the most part. Oh, I know it's behind my really cool subscribe sign by Garage Life RC sent me. But oh man, I am so happy to have that done and over with. And where's my little brush? I had a little brush in here. I'm not sure where it went. I do want to clean this thing out before. Also, if you're wondering too, that yes, cutting the hole in the top of the diff housing there definitely keeps a lot of that dirt out. Let's see if we... Problem is when I zoom in it goes off at an angle, but there you have it. Absolutely clean. And look, it's between here and here, so there was no structural part of the diff removed. Oh man, yes. Man, I might actually be able to use and enjoy this RC. Well guys, like I said, I didn't really have a script. I wing it all the time, but I was like really winging it, and I hope I didn't kind of go too much off script. Or like I said, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining about stuff. Just, you know, Arrma's just been kind of letting me down here lately. But, you know, we're just discussing the hobby, things that are going on, trends, stuff like that. So that's all we're doing. And yeah, before anybody says anything, yes, I've tried the mesh that goes over here. I've taped up the holes in the bottom. All that's been tried. I've had videos on this stuff. Actually, to be honest with you, that mesh bag was the worst thing ever. This thing filled up with so much dirt. It was freaking, ooh, it was just mind-boggling how much got into here. Now this fan too, I have to see how much, if I'm going to run this thing again, I need to do something with this fan, because this fan is horrible. I've never actually had this RC go into LVC before, but, or not LVC, into thermal. That was just weird. But, alright everyone, hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry, I keep forgetting. I try to do a little bit more personal, the vlog style. Throw my face in there. This beautiful mug. Yeah, that's what you want to see. You don't want to look at these parts in these RC cars. But yeah, I don't want to be negative. And sorry if I did that. I kind of, you know, I was getting over the cold and wasn't quite thinking. So I hope it's not too negative. I did watch the video. It didn't seem too bad. I'm trying to monitor more of what I say and try to just be a little more positive. Now, if something's wrong with an RC, something like that, I have to tell you, I'm going to share that. I'm not going to try to hide any defects, stuff like that. And, you know, some people say, they say it's complaining, want whatever it is, but, you know, it's important stuff to know. Like, if you're going to buy one of these RCs, this Kraton, if you're going to use it in sandy location, you might want to know that these bearings could be an issue for you. But the fix is Boca Bearing. Check them out. I'll try to leave a link to where it is down below. I have absolutely no affiliation with them, but that is what I found worked. I actually got the idea too from like one of the Arrma forums. They mentioned Boca Bearing, but didn't mention a very specific bearing. So it was kind of a little trial and error, but yeah, I'm glad I finally had this thing fixed. It's 2 runs so far, and it's been great. So yeah, so guys, I greatly appreciate the support. You guys watching me go out there and run. Give me some ideas of the concepts of like what you want to see out of the channel, what you want to see more of. I know people like seeing modifying cars a lot. Ooh, that one's kind of hard because I really don't like wrenching on stuff too much. Like my maintenance schedule is absolutely, you wouldn't think so with all these parts back here, but I really don't like wrenching. I don't like doing all these upgrades. To me, it's like once you start upgrading, you're just down that rabbit hole of breaking other stuff because you're shifting things over. But let me know in the comments below what would you like to see more of the channel. Do you like the reviews, chat and bash, just going out there and driving and just watching the cars run? Just because that's kind of the main reason I just do this. It gives me a reason to get out of the house. Because if I didn't have like thinking like, man, I got to shoot a video, I got to get it out, I would probably just sit in the house and not do much of anything, and I wouldn't use these RCs. Although, granted, I probably wouldn't have as much as I do. So, you guys supporting the channel with the likes, shares, comments, watching it grow, all that stuff motivates me, and it's a good thing for me. In other words, I would just sit at home and dwell on like the pain that my back is causing and all this other stuff and be like, what am I going to do? Just sitting at home. So you guys motivate me to go out there and actually enjoy the outdoors, enjoy this wonderful hobby, and I'm trying to share that enjoyment with the rest of everybody to just that, hey, this is a fun hobby. And I also try to show that you don't have to spend a ton of money to do this. I feature stuff from this to $50, $100 cars, you know, so try to throw in a little bit of everything. So let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see, some other stuff. All right, everyone. I greatly appreciate the support. You know the deal. Links down below. Saves you some money. If you shop anything on Amazon, start at my store. You can buy kitty cat food like for Shop Cat here that's trying to get on my lap, which I don't trust her because I think she's going to jump up and probably claw the piss out of me. Yeah, if you start at my store, there's also some affiliate links with AMAIN, and she's shaking the tripod right now. So if you see a little movement, that's her doing that little cat rub. Yeah, so I got those affiliate links help me out. Also, discount codes. So always check the video description. I have discount codes for certain places. And it helps you out, helps me out, adds nothing to your costs. And like I said, discount codes save you money. So thank you very much. Appreciate the support. Go out there, have some fun. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.